Hey there, Jennifer. How's it going? My name is Courtney, and in this video, I wanted to cover a few things you guys could do today just to help your practice attract new pet owners to your business. And the reason I'm doing this is because, as a former vet tech, I know exactly how slammed the doors can get. You guys just don't have the time to be focusing on, your digital front door. So I wanted to step in and help out where I can. I noticed a massive growth opportunity for you guys in your area, and so I wanted to show you how to claim it. Right? If this video helps, I'd love to chat. If not, feel free to just use the video as you wish. And yeah, let's hop right on in. So I know you guys currently moved. Congratulations, by the way. I know you guys currently moved to a new location. You may have someone who's already doing your website. And with this video, I kind of wanted to show you some things of some ideas of what your website should include or talk about, or things that you could take a look at to make sure that whoever's doing your website is getting it done properly. So first thing I want to cover is content. So content for like the homepage and everything. Studies have shown that Google prefers for there to be at least 1,500 words on a homepage. And with this type of content, you want to have, what are known as keywords. And I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this, with keywords, they're words or phrases that people search up each day, week, month, just to help resolve their issues or concerns. And you guys can miss out on a lot of pet owners by not having these keywords placed, or by not having them properly placed, right? So just to give you an idea where you're, okay. So everything that you see highlighted, this is what Google looks at. Any icons, images, logos, icons, all of those things are what Google looks at when they scan it. So it's important to have those proper keyword and content embedded into these things, all right? So that's how that works. And throughout the video, I'm going to be covering, like one of the top competitors in the area, just to give you guys an idea of, what to expect or what to look for. And these guys are sitting at about a little over 1,100 words on their homepage. Not bad, totally beatable, by the way. And just to give you an idea of some keywords that I mean, so we're just going to head over here just to take a look at some keywords. All right, so just going to, all right, so you guys are sitting at quite a lot of keywords actually. So you guys are looking at a little over 1,000 keywords, all right, that you guys have underneath your belt. So just going to take a look at some of those things. All right. Okay, and kind of just to give you like a little bit of, I guess, some tips on keywords, some more tips on keywords. So we want keywords, but we don't just want any type of keywords, right? We want the type of keywords that are going to attract new business. And keywords with your business name, they're okay. They're good for branding purposes and getting your name out there. It is not ideal for people who are trying to find you though, because not everyone knows your business name. So new people to the area, people who don't really get out much, it's going to be it can be a lot more difficult for them to find you if those keywords aren't there, because Google's not going to know Google's not going to be able to, put two and two, right? So just to give you an idea from one of your top competitors, all right, and these guys are having, 446, and, you're probably wondering, well, I have more than them. How come we're not, ahead? And the thing is, lots of times if you guys have blogs or other stuff, those are where the keywords can come from. Not all keywords are like super beneficial for that. So some of them are a lot more helpful than others. So just to give you guys an idea of the type of keywords. So, all right, these two alone right here, these two alone are perfect examples. This right here too, this one, like these are perfect examples of keywords that you want on your website, right? And the idea is that the perfect keywords for a local business is basically the service being done, vets, and the location, right? Midlothian, VA. So that's basically how that works. And now what we're going to do next is I just typed in a keywords up top here, veterinary practice, Midlothian, VA, and then we're just going to cover this, all right? So first thing, this over here, are ads. Ads can actually be pretty helpful if, your website, which is your foundation, is dialed in. It's possible to, run money down the drain if it's not dialed in, correctly. So having that in stone first is ideal. And also you want to think about there are people who have ad blockers out there as well. So a lot of people won't even see this. So it's nice to have your feet in like many different areas, right? So going over here to this second thing I wanted to cover, and that is citations. What a citation is and why it's important, I will get into that very shortly. But first, I'd like to cover this section right here, which is the map listing. This is basically where a business's information is listed. And to the left, you can see, where they have their name, address, and phone number. And the thing right here is like, okay, how do I get into these? How do I get into this section, right? And how you do that is by acquiring citations. And a citation is when you add your business name, address, or phone number across hundreds of directories. And the idea is that you want to have more than your competitor because it would allow you to have more trust from Google than them, and then they'll bump you up. And the higher you are, the more clicks you get. That's kind of how that works. There are tools out there that allow us what citations your competitors have, and then we just go grab those, and then you want to double and triple it because we want it to take a long time. We wanted it to take a long time for competitors to catch up, if that makes sense. All right, and then last thing I would like to cover is going over backlinks, which is basically just a huge power move for businesses. And this section right here, right? Again, you want to be in the top 3 results, right? And same reason, the higher you are, the more clicks you get. And in order to get up here, you want to have these backlinks. And these backlinks basically are when one website links to another website online. So think of it as a vote of confidence that other, blogs, articles, organizations, all of those things, they link to you guys. So that's basically the gist of how it works. And they're basically telling Google, hey, these guys are great, I trust them. Google sees that and they bump you up. That's kind of the gist of how it works, but not all backlinks are created equal. You want to have ones that are related to your niche, and because you guys are in the animal care field, you want to have those types of backlinks being sent to you guys. So say for instance, in maybe an article, right, about the best veterinary practices to get your flea tick prevention from, right? So that's like a really good example of something linking back to you guys. And just heading back over here to Uber Suggest just to take a look. All right, you guys are currently at 110 backlinks. All right, and then your competitor is at a little over 1,000. All right, and then how to go about getting these backlinks is with tools like Uber Suggest, we can see exactly what backlinks are linking to your competitor, and then we just go grab those for you guys as well. And with backlinks, the unique thing about backlinks is that it's quality over quantity. So if you can get more powerful backlinks, you won't need to get you don't always need to get the same exact amount. You just need to get more powerful ones to help them, because one powerful one is more powerful, it's just as powerful as 10 of like normal backlinks, right? So that's kind of the gist of how this works. That's pretty much it for this video. Just wanted it to be short, sweet, straight to the point. With this I provided, you can go ahead and implement these tips yourself. Totally fine with that. However, if you want someone who's been in the field, done this a bunch of times and understands, then I'd be more than happy to help. You can reach out to me at 218-517-5513. I look forward to hearing from you. Have an awesome day. Bye.